What if I told you Blue Lock has nothing to do with soccer? 300 teenagers, locked inside a facility, stripped of their freedom, forced to compete until only one survives. The government approved this. The coaches designed it, and the players signed up willingly. By the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what Blue Lock is actually training these boys to become. And it's not a soccer player. Here's the version of Blue Lock they want you to accept. Japan is bad at soccer. Some genius creates a program. Boys get better. Japan wins the World Cup. Feel-good story about chasing your dream. But look at the actual conditions. 300 boys ripped away from normal life. No family contact. No outside communication. Losers are permanently banned from representing Japan forever. At 17 years old, that's not a training camp. That's a prison. And the man running it is He doesn't call himself a coach. He calls himself the greatest egotist in the world. We found 4 things buried inside Blue Lock's story that nobody talks about. And clue number 4 is the one that completely changes how you watch this anime. Let's go. Clue number 1. The Blue Lock program is a government-funded psychological experiment disguised as a sports program. Let's be clear about what Ego actually says in his opening speech. He does not say, "I'm here to make you better players." He says, "I'm going to awaken the monster inside you. A monster." That's the language he uses to 17-year-old kids. He designed the facility with cells, individual rooms, constant monitoring, no teamwork, no encouragement, just elimination over and over until the weakest version of you is destroyed. Blue Lock isn't training these boys' feet. It's rewiring their brains. And here's where it gets darker, because what the experiment produces isn't just a better striker. Clue number 2. Jinpachi Ego is a manipulator, not a coach. Think about every speech Ego gives. He never encourages. He never supports. He provokes. He tells them they're worthless. That mediocrity is a disease. That the only thing that matters is their ego, their selfish hunger to be number one. You take away someone's old identity. Tell them everything they believed about themselves is wrong. Then rebuild them into something new. Something that serves your agenda. Ego even says it himself. The team player is the enemy of genius. He's not just coaching soccer. He's systematically breaking down everything these boys were raised to believe and replacing it with something colder, more dangerous. And here's the part the anime moves past quickly. Ego didn't design Blue Lock alone. He had backers, government officials, people who approved this facility and funded it, which raises a question the anime still hasn't fully answered. What do they want from these boys when Blue Lock is finished? Clue number 3. Guys, the players aren't just being trained. They're being transformed. Take Bakira. From day one, he talks about a monster living inside him. A dark presence that plays through him when he enters the zone. He doesn't control it. He lets it out. Izagi starts developing what the anime calls predator vision. He begins to see other players as prey. Not teammates. Not opponents. And then there's Kaiser. He didn't stumble into dark psychology. He studied it. He practiced manipulation deliberately. On teammates, on rivals, on anyone he needed something from. These are boys who came in with dreams of playing soccer for Japan. They're leaving as something else entirely. And here's what's wild. None of them are wrong for what they've become. Because that's exactly what Ego designed. And that brings us to the darkest clue. Clue number 4R. There's a theory in the Blue Lock community that changes everything. The idea is simple. This program was never about winning the World Cup. It's just the cover story. The real goal is to identify players who can operate without hesitation, without guilt. Because the most dangerous player on a football pitch isn't the most skilled. It's the one who will do anything to score, who will betray a teammate, who will mentally break a rival, who sees everyone on the field as a resource, not a human being. Blue Lock doesn't produce strikers. It produces weapons. And here's the part that makes this truly dark. IJD, the one we root for, is the closest to completing that transformation. He came in as a boy who couldn't shoot when it mattered. He's leaving as someone who can read every weakness, dismantle any opponent, and exploit it without flinching. We cheered every step of the way. And we just watched a 17-year-old become a weapon. So here's what Dark Anime Nexus is putting on the table. Blue Lock is not a sports anime. It's a story about how a system can take a normal human being and rebuild them into something that can't exist in normal society anymore. Ego doesn't care about the World Cup. The system doesn't care about the World Cup. They care about proving that you can engineer a human being from the inside out. And the scariest part? It works. Every single time. We love you all watching us right now, and we need your take. Is Blue Lock a dark experiment? Or is it just a sucker anime? And if this changed how you see Blue Lock, share this before the next season drops. Because when it does, we're going deeper. Thanks for your love and support. Dark Anime Nexus. We go where the dark takes us.